Okay, here's my finished Mistletoe Manor SVG cuts file in non-Christmassy colors. The paper that I used from the designer pack, I cannot remember the name of it, and the sheet that has the cover of the pad on it is behind one of these pieces here, so I can't find that out now, and I'll have to look it up, see if I can find it somewhere. But I'm going to go back and do a little gluing right here of my porch. I want that a little bit, I can see right there where it's not quite secure. It has a score pal tape, but I think I'm going to put some glue there, glue those down a little tighter. And I'm not going to give it away. It's always going to be on display, so I want it to be very sturdy. And that's my finished piece. And one thing I did a little bit different than hers, I did the door different. I did a raised panel door, so it's got little raised panels on it. And on the roof, somehow I did something to make this not line up. So this does not open behind this window. So I don't know what I did there, but it doesn't, maybe it just doesn't come down far enough. But reinforce the inside of the roof just like she did. I did put a reinforcement at the top also. I like lots of reinforcement. Hence, that's why I put, I cut another set of columns, and I used them 2 columns in each corner to make it a very sturdy, rigid box. And the bottom has the piece on the outside, which she does, but I also put a piece on the inside, cardstock, and then laid the designer papers just laid down in there. As far as the porch, or just a few things that I did different, when I put the columns in the porch piece, I put a dot of glue down inside of the porch so that when I stuffed the posts down in there, there would be a little blob of glue for them to rest in. And that's just to make it more where it would not ever, if somebody picked it up like this, it wouldn't come unstuck with just the friction of the paper. I wanted glue. And I did go back and do like she did here, and I put some glue here and here on the porch and pushed it. I laid it flat and put a book inside, and that made that get really firmly pressed in here. As far as colors, I used paper from Joann's, the Basil paper from Joann's. The cream color is called Cream Puff, and the porch is from a paper pack of Basil paper that is just a little bit different shade than the house itself. The house is the Cream Puff, and this is by Coordinations, and it is color, here's my little stash of colors. The Coordinations paper is this right here. Coordinations American Craft, and that's the numbers called Ice Cream. And I used a little bit of this silver that's down inside the box. I used silver just because I had it. The base of the house is called Bahama, and of course, like I said, the rest of it's called Cream Puff. The rest of the major house and lid are Cream Puff, and those all came from Joann's. And then the white is Avalanche. And I used all texture paper because it just folds better, and it's not as thick as Stampin' Up, but it cuts really well. It can cut more intricate than Stampin' Up. The shutters are Stampin' Up paper. It's called Tranquil Tide. And the navy blue is the Basil paper from Joann's, and it's called Admiral. And I think that's the only different papers I used there. On the lid, the background paper of the Designer Series paper here from the pack that I bought. This outline paper or backing paper, I put 2 layers. It's called Lost Lagoon, and it's by Stampin' Up. And you see how I did my columns inside, and they're glued so that it's very, very sturdy. You can pick it up by the columns, you can pick it up by the base, you can pick it up by the porch, and it's not going anywhere. I use a lot of glue. So That should all stay put together nicely. I'm not real happy with the way the lid sits. I'm not sure how you make this not be dipped here. I would think it was supposed to be straight, but I couldn't figure out how to make it be straight. But that is the finished product. There's a few little corners that need to be touched up with glue to make sure they're nice and filled in. I kind of use glue like caulking. And that's my finished product. I thank Mary for such a lovely pattern. I enjoyed making it. And hope everybody has a great Father's Day.